M.little, and this is my informative speech. The 1940s was a very challenging time for people of color and was a time where activists needed to step up and take action. Racism and Jim Crow were at an all-time high. While some people thought that was just the new normal and that there was nothing they could do to change it, others felt the opposite, and they knew there was something they could do to change it. And those were the ones who, despite all the obstacles, dedicated their life to fighting for change. Those people will forever hold a certain significance in American history, with James Chaney being one of them, who was the topic of my speech. Now, many people only think of his brutal killing, but they are unaware of just how much he did for civil rights. There are many things he accomplished before his unruly death. His story has always piqued my curiosity. Being from Neshoba County and frequently driving on the highway dedicated to him has led me to research as much as possible. My interest in learning about civil rights and the history of Neshoba County, both of which James Chaney has left a mark in, has contributed to me studying him. The first thing I will talk about in my speech is his impact in Freedom Summer. According to the Andrew Goodman Foundation, James Chaney witnessed conditions of the South firsthand growing up in Meridian, Mississippi, especially the lack of African American voters. He joined many organizations that came together for civil rights drives through Mississippi, known as Freedom Summer. He also helped establish the Freedom School campaign, which helped inform African Americans on the importance of voting. The next thing I will talk about is his impact in court. According to Great Lives from History, African Americans, James Chaney was born in Meridian, Mississippi, which is the most rigid and segregated state. He was recruited to join the Congress of Racial Equality. With his familiarity of Mississippi, that gave him an advantage because the organization was mostly run outside of state. CORE is a nonviolent organization that aims to tackle racism and segregation. James Chaney eventually began to work full-time at CORE, and he organized many civil rights events like protesting segregationalist businesses. Now that we've talked about that, we will now talk about his brutal killing. According to the Summer of Our Discontent, the murders of 3 young activists, which James Chaney was a part of, brought forth the biggest changes. Before they went on their Freedom Summer campaign, they were warned about the Ku Klux Klan and how violent they would be and how they would stop at nothing to stop the spread of desegregation. While they went missing, the Ku Klux Klan and every other racist member covered it up, so nobody really knew what happened until years later. Regardless of this tragedy, the history will forever be changed, but for the better. I hope I was able to shed some valuable information about his work with CORE, Freedom Summer, and his tragic ending. None of those will ever be forgotten. Because of that, he helped change the U.S. forever for the better.